to Tuesday's Loose Women. Still to come today. Want some hints about the big hitters likely to be going home happy with a Brit Award tonight? Make sure you stick around for Jo Whiley. She's so cool. Now it's time for our first guest. She is an award-winning actress who's had a stellar career working alongside some of the finest actors of our time. Today she's here to tell us all about her memoirs, taken from a life that has seen her traverse not only the Hollywood hills, but the deepest, darkest depths of the I'm a Celebrity jungle. But first, let's take a look at the show that firmly embedded her into the brains and hearts of the viewing public, Heart to Heart.
Reverend, don't look now, but there's a rather vicious-looking tiger behind you with a sparkle in his eye. Well, now that's what I call an eye popper.
Forgive me, Mrs. Hart.
You mean we're not going to share the door prize?
Please welcome a lady close to all our hearts, Stefanie Powers.
Oh, it's good to see all
It's
you.
lovely to see you again.
Very nice to see some of the original faces.
Now, before we talk about the last time you were on, because obviously it was before the I'm a Jungle thing.
I'm a jungle.
I'm a Jungle. I'm a Celebrity. Sorry, that was
I'm a jungle too.
Yeah. That was a condensation of, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Seeing you there in Heart to Heart, obviously the programme, it still runs. You see it all the time, all around the world. You can never get away from it. It's always going to be on some satellite channel.
This is a good thing. Residuals are important in life.
Well, that was quite rare to see a clip without you and Robert together. Was he going to come in and
That's
rescue you?
rare, yes. You know, I look at these things. We did over 100 hours. I mean, hundreds of hours, it seems, of this show. And we did it for 5 years. We did 24 episodes a year. Each episode was 7 days long. We're filming for 7 days. We filmed 14 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
And so everything's a bit of a blur. When I look at some of those scenes, I don't remember them at all.
Well,
I don't remember doing them at all.
Well, in that particular scene, it was a bit spooky. Was it? I mean, was it really a haunted house, or was it no? I'm making this up.
I have no idea. You know,
In the episode, probably.
you know the episode better than I do. I think.
Was it spooky?
I don't remember.
I mean, it was really good.
That was the music, the magic of music, the magic of movie music.
I just love that show. I mean, so much.
Thank
I love
you
the
so
fact
much.
that everywhere you guys went, there was always a murder right in front. It's a bit like
Yes.
our Midsummer Murders. Yeah. Always a murder in every supermarket when you were just buying some tuna.
It was very dangerous to be a friend of the
around you,
hearts. We
Absolutely.
were always
Did people
losing our
think
friends.
that you and Robert Wagner were married? Did they?
Yes, and we
yeah.
were. We were just married to other people.
Yes. But you must have seen more of each other probably than your own
We
partners.
did. We saw more of each other than we saw of our own parents, I
Yeah.
think, at a certain point.
And Freeway was really your dog.
Freeway wasn't. I wish they had been.
No. He was so cute. Do you still
Isn't it
see
adorable?
Freeway?
They're both in heaven with all my other dogs, of
I
which
was
there
jealous.
are many.
I was so jealous of your cars.
Would you like one?
Yeah. In that series.
People
that-
used to come up to me on the street and say, you know, I have your car.
I have your
Really?
car.
I have your car. Because they sold the cars after every year. And, but anyway,
it's still
it was
playing
a
out, though,
great
isn't
show
it?
to do. It
It's
was
still
great
playing out
fun
Heart
to
to
do.
Heart on some channel.
Somewhere in the world,
Yeah.
it's playing. It was translated
Somebody will be
into-
watching Heart to Heart.
Yes,
at this
thank
moment in
God.
time. Now, as I touched on, you were on I'm a Jungle. How did you find the experience?
Well,
was it what you thought?
It's in the book, actually.
Yes, you've added a chapter,
A
haven't
chapter
you?
was added. Actually, I was voted out gracefully. I was voted out very nicely on the first day, which was really convenient for me because I had an awful lot of things that were waiting for me to do, not the least of which was to study the role that I'm currently playing on Golden Pond, which is a wonderful play. But I was going to start rehearsals very shortly,
Sure.
so I needed to study, and I couldn't couldn't do that in the jungle, so I was quite happy to be out first.
No,
But when I got out, my publisher, sorry to interrupt, said, oh, well, instead of relaxing or doing something else, he said, could you write about it just before we publish the paperback? So it's got the additional chapter of my impressions of
You've got
the
some
jungle.
really interesting insight here. I mean, of course, one of the things you touch on is the fact that for you it was a 24-hour-day experience, whereas we see a much heavily edited version of what you've been through.
You see a condensed and edited version because there are certain scenarios that they like to play through and they think that they will be entertaining. It's entertainment.
Who do you think that you became closest to? Because you talk about, the fact that you found Chrissy's accent a little bit difficult at first, and then you kind of got into it too.
Difficult? Oh my God, I love Chrissy. I needed a translator. I needed subtitles for Chrissy. I needed them
And then,
just
of course,
go
there's
scroll
Willie,
across
and
the
you could
screen.
talk about horses and your passion for animals.
Yes,
with him.
I found, with Willie, we knew a lot of the same people.
Sure.
So, because of the horse world. And my stepfather bred racehorses, so I grew up with racehorses and racehorse people. And, of course, he knew the legacy, and and we were sort of the same vintage.
But I mean that probably
Spit it
prepared
right out,
you
but tell me how you
for
really
the
feel.
jungle. But I remember fish guts. I mean, you did have to go into some nasty things, didn't
I don't
you?
know. None of that really bothers me, so I'm
No?
not a really good candidate for the ooh and ah. I had a snake. I had a snake. Bill Holden had a snake called Bertie the boa, and dear Bertie was about 8 feet long, and when I overslept, Bertie would come into bed to wake me.
Oh, no.
But they're not slimy. They're gorgeous. They're really nice, and they just like to cuddle up with you.
But they could kill you.
No.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. They just hug you very tightly. Like maybe that's what John Prescott should get. He could get a boa constrictor to hug his children, and that would solve the problem, don't you think?
I'll stick to don't worry. I think I'll stick to my feather one personally.
But you're currently on tour, as you said, with On Golden Pond,
And
one
we-
of all of our
yes.
favourite films, and it's the first revival in
In 20-some-odd years, yes, and it's actually it's the play that the film was based on. We open in Windsor tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight, yes.
Well, fair play to you for being here.
Yeah, well, I've got the makeup's waiting in the
Are you
car.
feeling nervous? Because I'm just about to go back to the theatre after
Are you?
8 years. Yes, so I'm just
No,
wondering how
it's
you're
like
feeling right
riding a
now.
bicycle. You get back on, and the audiences are lovely. They want to be there. They're there because they want to be there, and thank God that they're keeping the theatre alive, and that you're keeping the theatre alive. And it's a joy to be doing something that you really love and enjoy, and it's where actors really live.
Of course.
So
We
were
live
you a
in the
big fan of
theatre.
it before the film? Oh, it was a play first, wasn't it?
It was a play first, and interestingly enough, I know the Fonda family quite well, and Shirley Fonda, who's Henry Fonda's widow, I happened to see before I left the United States in early December. She told me that it was she who had found the play when it was off Broadway, and knowing that Jane and Henry wanted to work together, she thought this would be an ideal. By the time they got the rights to the play and put the movie together, the play had transferred to Broadway, it won all kinds of awards, and it was a very big success. It was very much a comedy about a dysfunctional family with an overbearing professorial father who was a grump.
And he didn't hug much either, did he? Because the relationship, the
Not at all.
father-daughter
No,
relationship
no.
was very stern. Why do you think you brought the comedy back on stage? Because that doesn't necessarily come across in the film, I don't think.
No, you're absolutely right. I think we've worked very hard to bring the comedy back and not neglect the touching parts of it, because it's a human story. It's something we're all going to go through. God help us.
Hey, well, good luck in Windsor tonight. I hope the tour with On Golden Pond goes really well. And the paperback version of Stefanie Powers, One from the Heart, with all the juicy bits from the jungle at the end, is out now. Stefanie Powers, everyone.
Thank you.
Right, it is competition time now, and if the thought of getting away for a bit of sun, sea and the other appeals to you, then you'll definitely want to enter, because we are giving away a luxury trip for two to tropical St. Lucia and £10,000 in cash. Watch this to find out more. Fancy an A-list break in the sun and £10,000 cash to splash? Well, we have got just the thing. We want to send you and a friend on an amazing trip of a lifetime to St Lucia, courtesy of the St Lucia Tourist Board. After your British Airways flight, you will check into your room for two at the stunning Cap Maison Luxury Villa Resort. For your chance to win, answer the following question correctly. Which of these was a 1959 film starring Marilyn Monroe? Was it A, Some Like It Cold? Was it B, Some Like It Warm? Or was it C, Some Like It Hot? Call 09012 931 941. Calls cost no more than £1.03 from BT landlines. Other networks may be higher and mobiles considerably more. Text your answer A, B or C to 63303. Text cost £1 plus one standard network rate message. You can also enter for free at itv.com. Entrance must be 18 or over. Entries made after lines close at 11 a.m. on Monday the 27th of February will not be counted but may still be charged. And the best of luck with that. Now, we at Loose Women are proud to say that we've scooped a few awards in our time, but nothing gets us frothing at the mouth more than the Pancake Day title for Top Tosser. Now, before we start flipping out, let's take a look at just why this prestigious date in the Loose Women calendar gets us all in a spin and just who has claimed the title in the past. Your pancake 18 times.
Oh, yes. Get in. Thank you.
So, as you just saw there, our Denise currently holds the title of Top Tosser after thrashing Sarah Milligan into submission last year. However, we think she's going to have her work cut out for her this time round as she is up against a former title holder, the one and only Jane McDonald. Now, both Denise and Jane will go head-to-head. Nice girls, nice. Not like those boxing boys. They're going to go head-to-head so you can flip their pancake the most times in 20 seconds and fight for the honour of having their name grace the Loose Women Top Tosser leaderboard. The winner will take home the no expense spared trophy. Right, I want a clean fight, ladies. Have you got your pans? Have you got your pancakes?
Oh, we have.
You've got 20 seconds on the clock, ladies. On your marks, get set, go! Okay, I'm just getting the results in from our adjudicators. And with 28 flicks of the wrist in second place is Jane McDonald. But our champion with 32, the reigning champion is Denise Wells. Denise, it's official, you're our top tosser.
Thank you so much.
You are so good with your wrist.
I am so good. I tell you what, but as a fellow tosser, a round of applause for Jane McDonald. Thank you. And
Denise, your name is yet again on the roll. You're the top of the leader list for 2012. Jane, you're a very good runner-up.
Thank you. I tried my best. That's all you can do.
Did I do?
You did 32 and Jane did 28. That's not bad in 20 seconds. That is not bad. It is all in the wrist, as they say.
And I've not had as much practice as you.
Right. I think we're going to leave it there, as I don't think we can cope with any more excitement. But you're just going to have to bear with us, because talking of awards after the break, with all the news ahead of tonight's Brits, it's Joe Wiley. We'll see you in 3.